G'day guys, welcome along to our Monday Night Rumble TV. We're back at Donington Park tonight for the GT4s, albeit running the Grand Prix circuit tonight. Boys are just about heading out on their outlap for qualifying. Did their 30-minute practice. Jack Boyd topped the times. Just ahead of Henry Fenson, who tonight is out in the McLaren. Have a head down and have a look and see what who's setting the qualifying times like. Like everybody's nose to tail. Very hard to set decent lap times. Don't leave a gap to the car in front, but they've got 15 minutes to set their best time. Jack Boyd, see, he's already gone purple for the first two sectors on his opening lap. As we can see, gravel and debris all over the track. Stick with Jack, who's set a third purple sector. See what this opening lap time delivers for Jack. I think it'll be the benchmark for everybody else to follow. Jack crosses the line. Average speed of 152 k's that lap and puts in a time of 1:33.4. Henry jumps into second at the moment. Loshy's up into third. Loshy couldn't get a clean lap in practice. Looks like he's managed to get one in fairly quickly. Oh, meanwhile, so that's Dave Gogol and John Thorne. A little bit loose there. Dave manages to get through on John Thorne. Guys obviously had a few off tracks there in the opening lap. Still to set a time. Just checking out the weather. Moment, 20 degrees, hardly Seems right for the UK with a track temperature of 30 degrees currently. Probably a bit warmer than what boys had in practice. We're doing that. Have 3 sprint races tonight, 12 laps each race. But they will have to pit for fuel. Something a little bit different. Sprint round with fuel stops. Give everyone an opportunity to work out a bit of a pit strategy. About to tick over the halfway mark now of our 15-minute qualifying. Still Jack Boyd over Henry Fenton, Keithy Logan doing well so far, up into 3rd now. Then it's Loshi, Ben Singer, who we're looking at in the McLaren, currently sitting 5th, followed by Damo, Moz, Lucas Baker and Darren Linus. Josh Wooley's back with us tonight in the 999 Mercedes. Had a bit of an extended break over Christmas. Jump on board with Josh. He's following the Cobra and Connor's around. Put the mockers on Ant there as he loses it. To the Melbourne hairpin. Climb back up towards the final turn. Sort of lap time does this give Josh this time around? Couple of tenths slower than his best, but consistent. We enter the last 5 minutes now of qualifying. Track temp is actually starting to drop. Now it's dropped a couple of degrees down to 28. Cloud covers come over. Some weird messages come up. Hopefully that hasn't Got a message telling us that OBS is disconnected. Bear with me for a minute while I turn those engine sounds up a little bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. We've got 2.5 minutes left now of our qualifying. Lucas Baker seems to be the biggest mover at the moment. He's jumped up into that 4th spot. Back with our current pole sitter, Jack Boyd. A couple of tenths slower than his best time, as it looks like. I think Loshi has just left the pits. Going to have one last crack at it. I would guess that Loshi's probably thrown a new set of tyres on and kept the fuel down low in an attempt to try and improve that 134.030 that he set. Currently sees him down in 5th spot. Top speed of around 216 down that down the straight there. Don't know that he's going to get time for another lap, so no, I think that that might be it. Most of the guys are back in the pits. There's a couple still out on track. Doesn't look like anyone's going to get the opportunity to improve their time. As qualifying finishes, so we will get up our grid for race 1. So it'll be Jack Boyd from pole, Henry Fenson out of 2, and Keithy Logan, Lucas Baker. So Southern Cross lockout for row 2. Then it's Loshi, Ben Singer, Damo, Tony S out of 8, Moz Moroz, Joshua Woolley, Stephen Barker, Darren Linus out of 12. 13 is David Milne, then it's Rob McGrath, Anthony Connors, Dave Gogol, Shannon Curry, Nick Clydesdale, Ray Harrison, Campbell Hutton, John Thorne, Glenn Hill, and I don't think Matt Tesorio got to set a time. I saw a message that I think he's got some equipment issues. I don't know if Matt will actually get to race tonight. Boys are gritting up. Start of race 1. quickly get the weather up and see what the track temp is currently. Oh, so it's gone up even more. It's now 38 degrees on track. So this is going to be a little bit different to both practice and qualifying for the boys. Will make it interesting. You can see the track is in direct sunlight at the moment. About to get underway. Lights are on. They're off and running. Looks like a good clean start up the front. Jack runs a little bit wide through turn one. Henry looks to go up the inside. I think looks like Jack might hold him out down the hill. Looks like everyone's got away cleanly at the start of this race as well. Jack now brakes, just manages to build that little bit of a gap. So far so good on this opening lap. Everyone's behaving themselves, which is great to see as they head down to the Melbourne hairpin for the first time. It's a corner that people get tempted to overtake, but very difficult. Same with this last turn through Goddard's here, final turn. Back onto the front straight. Maybe Jack Boyd leading across the line for lap one. Further back in the field, Darren Linus currently down in 12th. Darren's racing that, I call it the Smarties McLaren. Looks like he's spilt a box of Smarties all over the bonnet of the thing. Everyone is being so well behaved. I wonder if it's got anything to do with hangovers from Australia Day celebrations yesterday. Whatever it is, we'll take it. As Milne in the big Merc looks to put a bit of pressure on Darren now. They come down through the S's. A few of the boys have jumped in and done their pit stops early. Bit of strategy to play out with these fuel stops tonight, I would imagine. Back up the front, it's still nose to tail. Keithy Logan's just dropped back a little bit. Let's jump on board with Loshi on the roof cam of the Porsche. McLaren just seems to have that little bit of extra oomph out of the corners at this early stage. Loshi's in a bit of a McLaren sandwich. Keithy in front, Damo behind. There's Damo in the hope that'll encourage Loshi to do an early pit stop. Just as I say that, of course. Loshi jumps into the pits there. Get out of that train. He was losing a little bit of time behind Keithy. Meanwhile, back with Shannon Curry, who's up 4 spots at this stage of the race. Having a good opening few laps of race 1. Nick Clydesdale in behind him. Nick's back this week after some family holiday duties. Campbell Hutton in the Porsche as well. He's up 5 spots at the moment. So it looks like Josh Woolley, Anthony Connors, Dave Gogol, Loshi have all done their pit stops. We got one off the track there. That looked like Dave Milne has run off track. Let's have a look and see what's happened. It's down through the S's. Oh, he's just like the grass there on the inside. Gentle spin, no damage. Be able to get that back up and up there and racing. We'll just have a look and see who has done their pit stops. So at this stage, Loshi is the first one of the cars that have pitted. Well, back up at the front, Jack Boyd hasn't been able to break away from both Henry and young Lucas, who's having a cracking night tonight. Sources are telling me that there's around about 7 or 8 laps of fuel in the tank starting, so I expect to see more into the pits in the next lap or two. We reached the halfway mark of race 1. A few more boys have into the pits. It's like Damo and Keithy Logan are both into the pits now. Interesting to see where they pop back out in relation to Loshi. As Jack gets the number down. Gets that lead out to over a second for probably the first time this race. I think Jack's trying to build a bit of a gap when he does do his pit stop. So after the pit stops, Loshi has managed to hold that lead that he got from the early stop. As Jack goes around again, as does Henry. Lucas Bacon now has jumped into the pits. track map so we can see where everybody is in relation to Jack, who's car 38, obviously, out in front. A few more boys are into the pits, we can see. Lucas Baker has managed to stay ahead of Loshi, but he's got some slower traffic in front. I wonder how this is going to play out. Up in there behind John Thorne at the moment. Be desperate to try and get past. He's done so now. I think John moved aside to let him through. As all our front runners are now into the pits, tells me the fuel must have been running low. John Thorne's moved aside to let Loshi through. This is going to be interesting now as they all exit the pits. I think that's Moz in the McFlary. He's come out behind Loshi. Jack's still up in leading. Ray Harrison currently second, but I don't think Ray has pitted for fuel yet, so that's going to make it very entertaining as the battle is on. Loshi was looking to try and get around on Henry that time. I think Ray will surely have to pit this time in the Beamer. This is nose to tail for the miners, as Ray does now jump into the pits. Heading down into turn 1, Redgate. See, Jack Boyd has managed to open that gap up to nearly 6 seconds now, so I think Jack's pretty safe out front, but this is a battle royale for the minor placings on lap 9. Oz has got a really good run onto this back straight. Not sure that I'll be able to do anything about it through the S's. She moves to the inside. Oh, Lucas right up close under the back of Henry there through the hairpin. Moz just ahead of him. You can see the battle further up the road with Henry, Lucas Baker and Loshy as Moz runs it a little bit wide on exit there. Heading down towards the S's. There's only a couple of laps to go, so these boys will be trying to work out if and where they can get the moves done. Temper's gone up another degree, which probably isn't helping. Although a 12-lap race, you would think the tyres should still be in fairly reasonable nick. Have a look at the battle between Josh Woolley and Darren Linus for that final spot in the top 10. Oh, Darren was a little bit out of shape. Josh wasn't quite able to capitalise on that. Tony S, back for his first run this season, currently sits in 8th spot. A fairly quiet run. We duck back up the front and have a look at this train. Split up a little bit. Moz has just dropped off the back of these three, but Loshy is still determined as the white flag is out now. Loshy's determined to try and find a way through on these two if he can. Gets better drive out of that turn one and looks to go on the outside. Oh, has to back out of it. While up the front, Jack is having a fairly easy run. We just jump back to these boys battling it out for the minor places. Boyd brings it around for what should be a fairly simple win for race one. Henry Fenson should be next over the line, which he is, followed by Loshy, Oz. Ben Singer was in there, Damo, Tony S brings it home for a solid 8. Then it'll be Stephen Barker, Darren Linus, Josh Woolley. Well, that was a fairly entertaining race one. Race 2 will follow straight after this race. Might skip the results for race 1 and go straight to the grid for race 2. So we get hopefully it should be up now. So it'll be Ben Singer out of 1, Mosmeroz out of 2, Loshi out of 3, then Lucas Baker out of 4, Henry Fenson out of 5, Jack Boyd out of 6, so the top 6 are inverted. Then it'll be Damo, Tony S, Stephen Barker, Darren Linus, Josh Woolley and Keith Logan. As we flip over the page, it'll be Dave Gogol, Rob McGrath, Ant Connors, David Mill, Nick Clydesdale, Ray Harrison, Shannon Curry, Campbell Hutton, John Thorne and Glenn Hill. Waiting on the starter. The lights are up. All McLaren front row. All Porsche second row. And they get away. Moz spun the tyres up a little bit, which has given Ben the jump. Looks like Loshi may try and squeeze up into that second spot through. No, it looks like Moz has managed to hold on. Oh, he's run it a little bit wide. I think he might have gone in a little bit deep. That's allowed Loshi to now move up into that second spot, but Moz is fighting back. Oh! They managed to sort it out as Boydie makes his way through as well. Jack's managed to grab that spot off of Lucas. He's down 2 spots. Moz has dropped that 1 spot as we saw off the line. Just got a little bit eager on the loud pedal. Have a look at the weather this time around. Still 37 degrees on track. Still quite warm, that clear blue skies. As Ben Singer continues to lead Loshi at the stage. Well, Tony S has had a few issues. Where's Tony? Oh, there he is. What's happened to you? Oh, I think he might. Not sure if he got a tap or got. Managed to avoid most of the traffic, but looks like that's broken a rear axle. But Keithy Logan also come unstuck. What's happened to Keithy? Oh, he's got to just turn in on that last turn. Got a bit of a tap there from Rob McGrath. Very difficult because there's so many lines through that corner. Just got themselves a little bit tangled. Meanwhile, back out the front, it's still Ben Singer leading from Loshi Mosmeroz up into that 3rd spot now. Henry Fenson in 4th. Jack Boyd still holding that 5th spot from Lucas Baker. Damo still in 7th. And Steve Barker, Darren Linus and Josh Woolley round out your top 10. Rossi's jumped into the pits. He's following the strategy from the last race. Jumped in early to get his pit stops done, as is Josh Woolley. Like Dave Gogol's also jumped into the pits. Ben's just coming up on the back of Tony S, who had that unfortunate coming together on the opening lap. As we just saw Jack Boyd make a move. On Henry Fenson. Thing there, move to the side. It's Moz Moroz, sets the quickest lap that time around. 1:34.2. Not sure why it's telling us that Keithy's up. There we go. Still Ben sitting out in front from Moz, McLaren, then Jack Boyd now up into third in the Aston. Like Jack is keen to get on with. Moving forward as quickly as he can. Moroz now has jumped into the pits, moves Jack up to second. Still got Henry breathing all over the back of him. Henry was slightly quicker that time around as well. Set his personal best lap time on lap 4. Damo's had a bit of an excursion at some point. What's happened here? Oh, he's just run a little bit wide. Off and off track, but other than that. Go back and have a look and see what happened to Milne. On the exit of the pits. Sure what happened there. Meanwhile, still Ben Singer leading. Oz, I'm not sure what's happened to Loshi. She did his pit stop and then I'm not sure what's happened there. Unless he's got a pit lane. I'm thinking that he may have got done for speeding in the pits. Would be my guess. As we tick over to lap 7. Ben Singer's now jumped into the pits, so Steve Barker. Aaron Linus continues on. Boys get past Glenn Hill, who moves out the way. And well, it looks like we've got have a look and see what's happened to Ant Connors. I saw him jump to the pits. Oh, he's just lost it coming through the S's and into the wall. Yeah, that's not going to buff out Ant, unfortunately. Meanwhile, back up the front. Jack Boyd now leading from Henry Fenson. Darren Linus is in that 3rd spot. None of these boys have done their pit stops as yet. I'm guessing that this lap will be the one where they will jump into the pits. Coming through the final turn now. And straight into the pits. So we'll jump back with Moz, who's currently in that 4th spot. See where he lands once the boys have done their pit stops. Don't get much closer than that, do you? That's Moz and Jack battle it out. Jump on board with Moz. Just has that better grip through and out of the corners. Seems to be able to drive away. I mean, some of that is obviously down to the skill level of the guy driving. You'll know how good Jack is at steering pretty much any car. But, Moz is certainly giving him everything he's got. back and see the battle resume between Darren and Josh, just as it was in race 1. Big Merc and the Smarties McLaren. Interesting how the league has evolved. Darren just drops out slightly there. Has evolved to running mainly McLarens and Porsches now. There's a few Mercs and the odd BMW. Porsches are not dominating like I thought they might at this track tonight. I honestly thought they might further back. Bob McGrath's had a bit of a moment through the old hairpin. Run it off track a little bit. Seem to pick a lot of those up. Now, timesheets. Head back up the front. Henry's hanging on to the back of Moz and Jack, but not sure either of the Moz or Henry's got anything for young Jack again tonight. Track temp is still way up. I think race 3 you might find that drops significantly, which will be interesting to see how the boys handle that. Race 3 is set for later in the afternoon, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Meanwhile, looks like Damo putting a bit of pressure on Ben Singer for that 4th spot. Damo's having a lot better run tonight than what he had last night, that's for sure. Jump on the front splitter of the 747 McLaren. Flames belting out. Oh, just runs in a little bit deep, cuts back down to make the apex. Looks like Ben got slightly better drive out of that corner. So we're on the final lap. Watch the great man himself. Look at that wheel work. We head back up the front and watch Jack down the back straight for the final time. Should bring it over the line. Beats the checkered flag. Oz will get home in second. Ben Singer, Damo, followed by a bit of chopping and changing. Steve Barker looks like he'll get home ahead of Josh Woolley, Darren Linus, Keithy Logan. Joshy after that pit stop error. Gets home just ahead of Shannon Curry. That should be Rob McGrath, just holds on ahead of John Thorne, then Campbell Hutton. And Dave Gogol. All right, boys, we've got a quick 5-minute break now, so we'll do likewise, and we'll be back very, very shortly. Welcome back, guys. The boys have just about to grid up for our race 3. So what we might do is see if we can grab a quick look at the grid, our race 3. Oh, give us. Oh, there we go. That'll be Ben Singer out of 1, Henry Fenson out of 2, Moz out of 3, Jack Boyd out of 4, Damo out of 5, Lucas Baker out of 6, Stephen Barker out of 7, Josh Woolley, Darren Linus, Keith Logan, Nick Clydesdale, Ray Harrison. Over the page, Wayne Losh, Shannon Curry, Rob McGrath, John Thorne, Campbell Hutton, Dave Gogol, Tony S, Glenn Hill, Ant Connors. I don't think Milne is with us, and Matt, as I said, had some technical equipment difficulties, so we're a couple down for this last race, but I'm sure it will be just as entertaining. All our cameras are now decided to go on the blink. Hopefully that'll rectify itself, which it has. Ben Singer jumps away off of pole. It's like Henry Fenson is keen to try and get around as quickly as he can. Goes to the outside. That's McLaren 1, 2, 3 at the moment, with Jack Boyd tucked in there in 4th spot. They make their way down the hills towards the old hairpin. Henry Fenson leading from Moz at this stage. Jack thinks about a move up the inside, thinks better of it. To head down the back straight for the first time. Oh, it's like, can see that in the background. We've got a crasher further back. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Make their way through the Melbourne hairpin for the first time. Head back up towards the final turn. Goddard's. Henry Fenson will lead them across the line first time around. Go back and have a look at that crash on the opening lap. Looked like it was Ant Connors. Tried to squeeze up the inside and looped it. I think got in the way of too many people there. Still Henry leading. It's McLaren 1, 2 and 3. And 5. Namo's tucked in there behind Jack Boyd. As Henry plays a bit of cat and mouse there with Moz. Moz takes a wider line. Tried to get the drive on the exit, didn't quite work out for him. Take a quick look at our weather. Our track temperature's down to 26 now. That's a fairly substantial drop off. if that makes it easier going for the boys in race 3. Henry's just managed to eke that gap out. Jump on board with Jack Boyd. Looks like he's got a bit of a run on Ben now down into the hairpin. Move done. Like from McGrath, not sure what's happened there. He's vacated. Loshy's done his normal that one pit stop, see if he can get a bit of the undercut going. Nick Clydesdale that we're looking at here. Nick's got Ray Harrison directly behind, both up a couple of spots. Meanwhile, Tony S has jumped up 7 spots in this race so far. He's had a good opening half as see Henry Fenson puts in a 133.871, the quickest lap so far. Amo's trying to hang on to the back of this leading pack. Still in that 5th position at the moment. Keithy Logan, who's just behind him, is up 4 spots so far. A far better race 3. All the McLarens seem to have migrated to the top. Six of the top 7 spots. It's only Jack Boyd at the moment that's stopping it from being a McLaren whitewash. And while our front five are still fairly tightly bunched, less than a second separating them. Reach half race distance. She's slowly making his way forward. Got Josh Woolley and Lucas Baker just ahead of him, who are both pitted. As just as I say that, Jack Boyd into the pits, Damo into the pits, Keithy Logan into the pits, Pete Barker into the pits, Keithy Logan. Everybody's into the pits. Exit. Like Loshy's managed to jump Keithy Logan. Meanwhile, our top six at the moment are yet to pit. As Loshy looks to try and get the move done on Josh Woolley. Could have the inside run for this next corner as well. Josh gives him room. As Henry Fenson now into the pits, as is Ben Singer. Second and third. That leaves Moz. Darren Linus is also into the pits. Josh lanes a bit of a pass there around the outside. Ben Singer just coming back on track now. Should be able to squeeze in there in front of Keithy. Oh no, sorry, that's Darren Linus. Too many McLarens. Need somebody to need someone to bring out a new car. Hill now into the pits as Ant Connors was just getting out of the way there. He's a lap down. For that earlier spin. And Loshy closed down that gap around 2.8 seconds to Lucas. Meanwhile, up the front, Oz is just diving into the pits. Which will leave Henry as our leader again. Keep an eye on Oz to when he comes back out. To be making his way to pit exit now. There he is. He's going to come out right on top of Henry and manages to grab that lead. Has he got enough fuel? That was a very quick stop. Going to make it interesting as we jump on board with Henry. Well, Loshy's up 6 spots now. He's up into that 7th spot. He's closing that gap to Lucas, but I don't know if he's going to have enough laps to do much about it. Our leaders just make their way past Glen Hill. While further back there's a great little battle brewing here with Stephen Barker dropped off the back. Keithy Logan trying to hunt down Darren Linus. As they just try and make their way through on Glen Hill. Looks like everybody's made it through. Meanwhile, back with Shannon Curry. Shannon Curry down in 15. Battle of his own with Clydesdale. Back up the front, Jack Boyd and Henry Fenson are battling it out side by side through the last turn. Looks like Jack's got the run on Henry. 2 laps to go. Can the two McLarens work together and foil Jack from getting what would be his 5th straight win? Thinks about a move. McLean's Jack thought about it. I think Moz was trying to hold Jack back. But Moz is running a little bit wide. Jack's jumping up the inside. It's a drag race to turn 1. Moz should have the inside run. So on the final lap, Jack's going to take the wide sweeping entry into turn 1. Moz, now it is a drag race down the hill. Moz is holding on for dear life. Henry's there to pick up the pieces. Moz moves across, just stop Jack from getting through. Has compromised his exit, but I think he's going to hold on. certainly some very entertaining racing. Can Moz hold on? He's driving very defensive now, is Moz. So it's all going to come down to this final turn at Goddard's. Oh, Jack's giving him a tap. They come onto the start-finish line. I think Moz is going to do it. Moz is going to hold on for the win from Jack Boyd. Henry will get home for a well-deserved third. Loshi managed to make up a lot of ground on Lucas, but Lucas keeps that 5th position. Tony S, as I said, had that great drive. He's back up and he's finished in 11th. Yeah, just wait for the rest of the boys to bring it home. Wait for some official results, but I think Moz may have held on for the win there. Some official results up. So it was Moz Moroz takes the win from Jack Boyd, Henry Fenson, Damo home in 4th, and Lucas Baker, Loshi, Joshua Woolley, Darren Linus, Keith Logan, Steve Barker, Tony S, Ben Singer, Ray Harrison, Shannon Curry, Nick Clydesdale, Campbell Hutton, Dave Gogol, Don Thorne.
Thank you, everyone.
And then it's Ant Connors, Glenn Hill, Rob McGrath, and then Dave Milne and Matt Tesorio failed to make the start. There we have it. Some really top racing tonight. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed it out there watching the broadcast, and we'll catch up with everybody again next Sunday night for our Club Sport Rumble, where we'll be racing at Barber Motorsports Park. So until 6:30 next Sunday, enjoy your week, and we'll catch you again Sunday night. Thanks, guys.